Just making sure I got everything I need to take Uber nowadays, you know? I'm on my way. Stuber is a comedy film coming straight from 20th Century Fox, starring Camille Nanjiani, David Bautista, and my guy, whose name I can't say. But fucking Rama from Raid. Look, just a side note real quick. I love Rama from Raid. Look, every time he's injected into a movie, it's just giving it fire. Look, this is a movie called Mile 22, and it is a horse shit of a movie. But damn it, Rama from Raid was in there tearing some shit up. I'm gonna learn how to say his name eventually. And I was really excited when he was gonna be in this one. But I was really nervous. I didn't know what they would demand from him, but they didn't demand much. They just wanted him to be a, cutting board bad guy. Kind of worked out. Stuber is about an Uber driver who is in the right place at the wrong time with the worst luck and runs into a psychopathic killer who happens to have a couple family issues. I guess we should have saw that coming. I was really surprised at this movie. I really didn't know what I was coming into. I thought I was just getting some slapstick comedy where it just be punchline after punchline after punchline, but this movie actually had a soul and I couldn't appreciate it anymore. Some of the jokes were hit or miss, but that's kind of the nature of Nanjiani. You can kind of tell when he was going improv, and you can also kind of tell when him and Bautista were kind of working off each other. It kind of worked. They had a certain chemistry. Camille Nanjiani has a gift where he can kind of blend with any kind of personality as he just plays the beta male and then kind of go with the flow. Most of the time it works out. It definitely did this time. I thought David Bautista was kind of a miscast, especially for the reason that you usually cast somebody like David Bautista. You cast David Bautista because he looks great when doing stunts. I mean, he just got the perfect body for it. But that's just something for more of a, cookie cutter bad guy. Not somebody who's actually trying to give you some emotional depth. He kind of missed on a lot of those cues. If you see this critical score that's really, really lacking, most of that is coming from David Bautista being forced to carry so much of this movie when, it's just beyond his pay grade. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying David Bautista ruined this movie. He didn't. It was still very enjoyable. I just feel like it was a name or two that probably could have fit his role a lot better and made this thing one of the best comedies of the year. And when I say this, I kind of liked a lot of the violence that was in here. I mean, it was really necessary to balance out so much of the cheesy-ass comedy that would be in here. And why it might have cheapened the story, overall, it was still a good ride. Still a good experience. So I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed all of the performances, and most of all, I enjoyed the script. Now again, I'm not saying that this is an Oscar-worthy script, but it's definitely a fun script. It's a script that's written for the sake of fun, and I loved every minute of it. It was kind of reminiscent of a lot of 90s comedies. A lot of those 90s comedies would probably be bombing on Rotten Tomatoes too, but they still had their value. So if you didn't get the context clues, I'm definitely a fan of this movie. The critics got this thing sitting at a 46%. 46%? Are you kidding me? While the audience has this thing at an 80%. Now, both sides might be a little crazy, but at the end of the day, I'm much closer to the audience on this one. This is not even close to a 46%, 56%. It's a little closer to a 76%. I think the audience pretty much almost nailed this. I kind of called them crazy. I'll take it back. They're not that crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. This thing is easily no less than a 78%. If you finish this movie and you hate it, then you might have had a really shitty day. So yeah, check out Stuber and love your Uber driving. Give him 5 stars or something.